We did our project on the 1916 Waynesville earthquake located in North Carolina. This earthquake happened February 21st, 1916. The main areas affected were Skyland, Waynesville, Tyrone, and Forest City in North Carolina. Other states that were affected by the impact of this earthquake were South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Virginia, and West Virginia. The way this earthquake happened was an underground rock caused rapid movement along the fault line, and this was affected by an area that was passive and it was a non-active continental margin. Even though it was like this can still create an earthquake, as it goes to show. Human impact from this earthquake was that people pretty much rushed, and it was just all panic, and it was just a mess. Window panes were broken, of course. Chimneys were scattered, and houses were torn up in spots. There were some lives that were lost during this tragedy, but it wasn't as many as that would happen now because of the population that it was way less back then. Can you see the screen good? Can you see this good?
Oh yeah.
All right. This is an image of the area that was affected from the Waynesville 1916 earthquake. The red area represents the most high activity, and the surrounding white area defines where the earthquake was still felt, but not in its full strength. Some of the environmental impacts of this: the earthquake tremors actually went out 200,000 square miles around the epicenter of this earthquake. The farthest point north this was felt was actually Norfolk, Virginia, which is very far away from where the epicenter was. This was the largest earthquake in North Carolina history at 5.2 on the Richter scale, which is crazy knowing what kind of geological boundary that North Carolina sits on. The geosphere and the biosphere were impacted by this earthquake because trees were uprooted and things were changed in the environment that can only occur from earthquakes. There are a couple lessons learned from this. One lesson was earthquakes can occur even on dormant fault lines. So even when a fault line isn't considered active anymore, it can still release an earthquake up to like 5.2 magnitude, which is still big enough to topple certain buildings and disrupt ecosystems. The toppled chimneys and the broken windows that we talked about made builders and contractors in that area update code so they could prevent future events like this happening. And when another earthquake happens, because of this event, people will be more prepared. Also, when this earthquake happened, it made people more aware of what could happen during an earthquake, where they could occur, and how it would affect them. So it helped them create a plan for when these future events happen to them. And these are our sources. Thank you.